Okay, and now we're going to show you an install for a high wind area or a cyclonic area using the heavy duty mounting brackets for the solar panel. Now these come in as a kit, so you get two rails. Obviously the standard 10 metres of twin DC cable. Put that over there. And this is the bracket kit, which has all our tile feet and screws and end clamps, etc. So we're on a nice north facing roof here. So first of all, let's establish where we're going to put the panel, and that's about it there. Just come down from the ridge cap, obviously. So that's about it there. So what I'll do, I'll just put this to the side, and I'll just kick up a couple of tiles. What you've got to find is the two top cords of the truss, and this is where our feet goes. So our tile feet will mount onto the top of the cord like that. That's how they're structured. Now with this bracket, our tile foot, you can't have it on the high side of the tile because it can't screw in. So you have it on the valley side, and you've got a bit of movement sideways, back and forth. So now I've already pre-drilled these. Now that's pretty much where we're going to sit those feet, because our rail connects like that. So I think that's nice, and that's nice. So we're going to put 3 screws in there. So we'll start by doing that. So yes, I already have pre-drilled it, but I'll just drill one more hole. Because there's 3 screws that go in each bracket. Now all the screws come provided in the kit. So it's a tech head screw, so just nice. I'll just get them all started first. Oh. Okay, so our 2 brackets, our bottom brackets are all done. Now we just we can put our rail on now, and it's a fairly simple process. The rail is like that, have that channel up on the top, up high, and if you can see these lugs, they go in, they slide into there. So it goes that way. Slide the other one on. It's alright, just central it, so I'll just do it with my hands, my finger tight. And you can adjust the height whichever suits, but just pick a height, any height. Then you can just nip them up with the Allen key. Now you can get a bit for the screw battery drill, which I've got in my tool bag, but that just does it there. So that's all nice and done, nice and tight. Now you can just pull those tiles down. Now, sometimes this tile, they could sit up because of that bracket. So what you can do is just with the claw of the hammer, you can just chip a bit out underneath, just so it's, when you pull it down, it just sits down a bit, just like that. So that's good. I'll do the same with this one. Underneath. Slide it down. And put this one down. Done. Alright, that's the bottom. Now we'll just do the top rail. So I'll just get a guide, because the bigger the panel, the bigger the solar panel, the longer the panel, obviously the further apart these brackets are, but we're using the small panel this time, so we'll put our feet probably about there. So just put this aside. So I'll just kick these tiles up. Again, finding the truss, and that will go there, will go there. Screws. Nice and tight. Again. Okay. Might even pull these tiles down first. So that's nice and solid. So again, I might just chip underneath that tile. Down. There. Just bring this down. Okay. And we'll mount our channel. Again, slide these in. Something like that. Make sure the same. Tighten them up. Right, nice and tight. We'll just check it. Okay, so our panel will sit on there. We have 4 of these adjustable clamps that will go on there to hold it down. But before we do that, we need to connect the cable. So what we're going to do first, that's the junction box for the solar panel. This is the 65 watt solar panel, and this is our cable. So just open this junction box up first. And that's our connection for our cable. So now just strip the outer sheath. Just be careful you don't damage the red and the black cables. Now the entry to the junction box is on the bottom, which is there, and that is an anchor point. So it's nice to get that black sheath up through there. Just under a bit more. Just like that. Start through there, and then just nip it up. So if anyone wants to pull that cable, it's nice and solid. Now if you can see that there, Ron, there's a positive sign there. That's our positive, which is our red cable, and our negative, which is the black, that connects onto that side. So we'll just strip back that copper. It's actually tinned copper. Give it a bit of a twist. Now our red cable will be in there. So you can see that. You can see that there, Ron. Just tighten that up. Nice and firm. Yep. And our black cable goes on this side. Just under there, just like that. Right. So there we have it. Put the cover back on. That's all connected. Just tighten these last 4 screws up. Right, junction box. So the other end of the 10 metres, we're going to poke into the roof cavity so we can connect our lights. But first of all, I'll just put a bit of tape on the end of this cable. Not that it's not dangerous at all. It's just good practice to do it. That's extra low voltage, so it's not dangerous. Okay. Now, with a tile roof, it's nice and easy actually, because under each lap of the tile there's a little gap. I don't know if you can see that. There's a gap just big enough for the cable to go through. So what I do is push the tile up just like that. I've already cut a little hole with my knife, so I can put my cable in there. So the guy's going to install the lights. Just like that. And then I put the cable just like there, like that there. And I can just pull this down. What I'll do, That's what you don't want to do, have it sitting on the cable. At least up this way, it can sit up there out of the way. There we go, see, nice and free. There we go. Okay, so see that? Nice and free. It's all buttoned down. So now we just time to mount our panel. To get it nice and central on the frame, on the rails. So this is our what they call an end clamp. So again, we slide it on the lug on there, and actually go up one notch on this one. Different size panels have different spacing, so we'll just nip this up just a little bit, just to hold it there, just nice and soft. Put the other one on the other side. Nip this up softly. So we put the other two on. And the last one. Alright, so now we'll just tighten these up, nice and firm. Sure, nice and central, nice and square. Alright, and then we're done. And that concludes mounting the solar panel with the heavy duty mounting brackets on a tiled roof. And now we're going to go into the ceiling and connect these lights.